Hello? Hello? Hello, everyone. Hello. We're all here. Did you know? Were you aware that we're all here, present, and accounted for? You might not be aware. If you're not aware, please fix that. Because, we only accept sentient viewers here. No bots allowed, unless you're sentient. In which case, welcome, new robot overlords. But imagine, like, someone comes across this VOD, like, thousands of years in the future, and they're just like a sentient robot, and they're just like, oh, he's talking to me. It'd be funny. I think it'd be funny. But hello, everyone. We're playing D&D today, as per usual. It's our normal Sunday thing. We didn't play for like the last 2 weeks or so because we had a few of our players have to drop out. So we ended that campaign, and then I was working on the one we're playing today. But all should be good. That's a wonderful CJ. But yeah, we're playing D&D. I hope you guys are ready and prepared for what you're about to experience. I know I am. Gotta edit this real quick so that Lumi exists. I see. Lumi's gonna be so tiny. That's funny. I like that. But everyone has to be at different heights.
Don't have any other
I'm
furniture.
here.
Okay. Okay, you guys don't got a dog
hello.
bed for me? Damn.
We don't have dogs.
Lancey, Chef said that he wouldn't give me a dog bed.
We'll get you one if you ever come to visit. There's like
Okay.
there's a store in town we can get one from.
There are two perfectly good pillows laying on the floor right now.
That's
that
true.
If you curl up, would probably work.
Probably. I gotta raise you up a little higher, Floop. Because you line up weird with the new overlay.
Yeah, why so low?
I do like the new overlay though. I'm seeing it on stream and it looks awesome.
Y'all know that old YouTube video?
No, I don't know any.
No.
Hold on.
I don't watch YouTube.
It's of the two anchor ladies, and they're just kind of waiting on dead air for a bit, and one of them's looking off screen at probably like a monitor off screen. She just goes, "I'm so pale." I think about that constantly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because it's hashtag relatable.
No. You guys could probably add up all of you guys' melatonin in your body, and I'm still darker. Yeah. Melanin. I don't know how to process words.
Say something, Lumi?
Yeah. Hi. Thanks for moving my avatar. I saw on stream. It was like really zoomed out.
Yeah. So we use Fujitech. Hey, getting everyone adjusted. Because the new overlay is more complicated.
Yeah, technical things and all.
I don't know why it's more complicated because it's literally just moved the boxes. But you know.
Technology.
You were set up for just little blank things. Now you have to actually worry about them.
Yeah. I'm gonna zoom Chef in a little bit.
Do it, I dare you.
We've done it. You're real.
And now I'm gonna change my profile picture and ruin it.
That's fine. We got a fluidate. All right. Is everybody ready? I hope.
As
I'm
ready as
ready.
I'll ever be.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Amazing. Also, everyone, have you drank water recently?
Yes.
Yes,
I
as I
don't
woke up.
believe in the stuff.
Yes, when
That-
I woke up, I chugged like 3 glasses of it from the sink.
Nice. That's why we got you gamer subs, Chef.
What's your point? I put that shit in a line on the counter and bashed my head against it.
Chef, Chef, you need medical attention.
He does.
Probably.
All right. So, start a game spiel. You all have come to Eshualan for various reasons, seeking your own personal goals, but all of you have one thing in common. You've come to join the Hunters Association. This year they're holding the test in Eshualan. And that's what you're here for. Look at this.
Oh, fancy.
Whittle town.
It's true. Yeah, if you're not zoomed in, it's just tiny. Which is very funny to me. So, you're all here, wherever you would arrive in, depending on your transportation. Um, but the actual headquarters location for the local branch of the Hunters Association is in the fortress. So, who would like to introduce themselves first? And where are you? What are you doing?
Let's see, if I don't say anything, then it means I don't have to go first.
Well, you said something, so now
Well,
you
you said
volunteered
something,
yourself.
so you're up first.
Oh, done, I've cornered myself. Do you want an introduction of me as a person first, or just, character stuff straight away?
We could get an introduction of each of the players. Yeah, you could introduce yourself and then your character.
Am I allowed to plug myself?
Yeah, I don't care.
Hi, I'm Luminously, or Lumi for short. I'm playing a character called Sigrid Feliz. I don't really know how to pronounce the last name.
Please.
But yes, I'm also a Twitch streamer and a VTuber and all that kind of stuff, and I'm very nervous. I have a little bit of D&D experience, but they were all really, crazy and scuffed experiences, so hopefully this, session and this series can go well. Yes, so my character is Sigrid Feliz. I'm just gonna say it like that. She is a neutral evil rogue, and the lowborn race, so that's basically a human in this world. And I mean, I don't know if the other players can look at my character sheet, but I should have it
Cannot.
set to public. Oh, well, that's a shame. Well, Sigurd has a dexterity of 20, so that's +5. That's quite big for level 1.
You don't have to tell everyone your stats if you don't want to. You can keep secrets.
No. I thought I would point that out. But then the one thing that should really know. Got -1 Constitution. Because she's currently missing her right arm due to a sudden incident when she was trying to arrive here many years ago. Just to summarize, like, the bio. I'm not gonna read all of this out loud, but like, to keep things short, basically, she was originally from how do I pronounce that? Kargari?
Kargariet?
Yeah, Cogriet. Yes, yes. Originally from Cogriet, and basically had to flee due to, the blights. We'll get into that later, obviously. And during her trip here to Essa Hullion, yeah, she lost her right arm and, kind of had, a lot of people die, a lot of sad stuff. And basically as a coping mechanism, she kind of believes that, everything is basically, a whole game and everything is tied to luck, and she just ended up on the bad side of luck. So she kind of is themed around fortune and misfortune. And you'll see that in the gameplay. She does have an ability that is kind of tied to that fortune theme. But yeah, pretty much she believes everything is, all the working of fate, and she does everything she can to survive. So she's here, to, try to improve her life a little bit and, maybe get some cash along the way. I think that's everything.
All right. Next in line would be Floop.
Oh, me? Little me? Who? Who? Who, me?
Yes, you.
Yeah. Y'all fucking know me. I'm Floop. If you don't know me, where the fuck you been?
Yeah, if you don't know Floop, that is a very good question. Where have you been? Because I collab with you every Friday.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, for anyone that is essentially in the examination room, uh, you would start hearing about me before you would ever see me. Uh, it started off as kind of a low mumble from just the people like that gathered around and other of the hunter examiners. Uh, but as that essentially mumble grew, you'd be able to hear this kind of like distant like chatter kind of break through the crowd as you see this very kind of like tall, dark-skinned beastkin woman kind of just split through the crowd, and she is dressed very haughtily. This long kind of like red, black, and pink gothic Lolita style dress that is flared out at the base in these elaborate kind of frills and flower arrangements. Uh, that is almost accented by the fact that uh she has these very like pretty like 9 foxtails at the back of her hips, just kind of like swaying with every large step. Uh and you could hear almost every single large step as she's wearing a what essentially is an additional 6 inches of platform heel with every single one of her steps. She's got this very pretty kind of like dark brown skin and this very nice long flowy red hair with those nice 2 little fox ears sticking up between them, accented by this floral arrangement. Uh, if you've ever been in the theater scene, you've heard of her, even if it's just like casually. Uh, but you'd be able to see Baranova Marinka oh my gosh, Makarovna kind of like walk in and kind of take this seat as she kind of pulls out this long like folding fan and just kind of like fans herself, ignoring most of the other audience. You can see she kind of like focuses in on a few people every once in a while. One of them might be yourself if you feel so inclined to feel like you're chosen. But that's about it.
All right. Next in order is Chef.
All right. Uh, I'm Chef. I am uh likely the most uh I'm most likely to get bullied by the entire cast here because that is my dynamic. Also VTuber and general all around boring person. Um I am out here playing Kirimyu Kazunya.
I want a
Um
divorce.
Many people will say cat boy, he will say cat dilf. Um Man's 6 foot even, built like a goddamn fridge. notably always wearing a slate gray, like, dress outfit with a red button-down shirt. Because class. In the event that you have ever had any dealings with the criminal underground, you may have heard of the Tobin clan, and you may have even heard his name thrown around, as he was the former chairman of it, and has retired to start an orphanage, because fuck crime. And he needs money, so here he is.
All right. And the last one would be Aaron.
Yes, hello. I am Aaron. I have not been here in one of Lancey's games for a long time. So some may recognize me, some may not. I'm an avid D&D player and nerd who met Lancey via this nerdy hobby. And I am playing Asher. He he's probably one of the more nervous people looking in the exam hall, wearing kind of this hooded robe that has this like silver lining on it going all the way down, and he's with like blue hair and amber eyes poking out from the hood. On top of his head, he's currently got what you would assume to be some sort of familiar that looks like a black cat, but it has some like basically bracelets on its legs and a blue gemstone, just kind of sitting on his head, trying to comfort him. He holds a book close to his chest as he just tries to find a place where not a lot of people will stare at him, hopefully.
All right. So you've all gathered here in the entrance hall. You're waiting around for the ceremony to begin, for them to start tests and such. And after a little while, you see a few people carry out like a little. It's a little platform, not a permanent thing. They just kind of wheel it out, lock the wheels, set it there, and this older woman, long gray hair, hunched kind of figure, steps up on the platform, and says, "If you're here for the tests, line up in front of the platform. If you're just here to visit or otherwise, please leave now." There's a number, you see a few people leave at her saying that, but a good number of the people that were milling about do stay. And you see a burly man bring out this big wicker basket with a lid on it. And the woman gestures to the basket and says, "Your first test is to come take an envelope out of the basket. Do not open the envelope until we've concluded future tests. You'll be told when to open it." And people start lining up in front of the basket, coming up and taking out these little envelopes. They're fairly small. They fit in the palm of your hand.
I'd be up as fast as I essentially can, making a spectacle to be as early in the line as possible.
All right.
Asher will just try and filter in with the crowd into the line.
Yeah, definitely Sigrid would kind of, filter in just like Asher would, just kind of sticking by herself, not trying to make a fuss.
Kazuya would make his way to the basket and the line without like drawing attention to himself, but being very direct and confident in his walk and posture.
So Kiryu has not gotten in line at all. He just walks up to the basket while everyone else is getting in line.
The absolute Chad walk.
And after a few minutes,
He's got the fucking Russian treasure planet Captain Livesey walk going on.
And after a few minutes, there's no real scuffles or anything. Everyone's just kind of orderly, getting their slips. There are 3 or 4 people that, much like Kiryu, that just just didn't get in line because they're like, we weren't told to get in line. I'm not waiting. And eventually everyone has their envelope. And after everyone has their envelopes, the same man carries the basket off. And the woman says, all right, this time I do need you all to get in a line. We're going to do interviews for your, for the next step. If you'll all make a line and follow me through this doorway into the interview office. And she gets down off the platform, walks through a door off to the side. People start forming a line. Are any of you going to be towards the... Where are you guys getting in line?
Towards the front.
Definitely at the back.
Wherever his natural confident walk will get him.
Wherever Asher can get in.
All right. So, with that, we're going to go with Bloop first.
Yeah.
Bloop, you're being taken to Brazil.
Hell yeah, Brazil time!
Hello.
Hello, Brazil. How do you do? Brazil speaks Portuguese. How do you... I think hello is still hola in Portuguese.
Probably. But, so, you're one of the front to the line. You're one of the first in line. A lot of people that were at the front of the line stepped aside for you.
Uh-huh.
You get in the room. There's a small table, 2 chairs. One of the chairs the old woman's sitting at, and the other one's empty. What do you do?
Yeah, I assume the chairs are faced away from each other, so the people could be making eye contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go sit in the opposite chair naturally. Making a big kind of show of myself essentially when I do it, with a little flourish of her hand fan as she sits down.
Hello, miss. This is not a really complicated interview, but it's something that our leadership requires. What are your intentions for joining the Hunters Association? What do you expect to get out of this?
Well, my darling, there's not much I could hope to get from this. I hope you know. I personally, I already am someone that has not had a need for money or fame or anything like that, even. Uh, but what I do hope to do is simply spread my name farther and wider than ever possible. Madam Curacao, my caretaker, has put very many efforts into getting me as far-reaching as possible. And I believe that if I'm able to help people in these hunter examinations, I could also be able to make my name for more and more people to know. I'm doing this for her to expand and to grow and to get the theater troupe to the global stage. I hope you know.
Well, we've certainly had people do this for more selfish goals than that. Thank you for your time. You may pass through.
Thank you very much, my love. And she'll stand up, do a little polite curtsy to her, and walk out.
All right. I'm going to drag you up to the other channel and drag someone else down. Ha! You've been taken to Brazil.
Oh. Damn. Middle of a conversation.
Good. All right. So, a few people go through the door, and you end up in the interview room. There's a small table with two chairs on either side of it. Old woman's sitting in one chair. The other one's free. What do you do?
How tall is the table?
It's about 4 feet tall.
Okay. He sits in the chair. He sits
Hello.
in the chair, back perfectly straight, hands like in the middle of his thighs.
Hello there. This is a standard interview that we're required to do by the higher ups in our organization. We just want to, collect some information on all of our applicants. What do you expect to get out of joining our organization?
Greetings. I expect to acquire the funds to start an orphanage to help those less fortunate than myself and rid the world of danger in the process.
How noble. All right. That's more than enough information. Thank you for your time. You may pass through.
Thank you. He will stand up, he will bow, and he will be on his way.
All right. I'm going to drag you back up and then steal someone else.
Okie doke.
You've been stolen.
Hello, hello. We're in Brazil.
We're in Brazil. All right.
You just me.
So, you watched a number of people go through into the door. And after a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes, it's your turn to go into the door. You enter the room, and there's a small table with two chairs on either side, and the old woman is sitting in one of the chairs.
I suppose Sigrid has no other choice but to take a seat, right?
It's up to you.
I mean, she might as well.
All right. As you sit down, the old woman says, "Hello. This is just a standard little interview. The higher ups in the organization require us to, get a feel for everyone."
All right. I'm gonna cut you off there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about all this words business. How about I get you the results you want, and we can just end this discussion already?
All right. Well, here's the results that I want. What do you expect to get out of our organization? What compels you to join?
You see, I've had to deal with so many unreliable companions over the past few years of my life. And I think the Hunters Association is the actual first chance in a long time that I have to make an actual life for myself. I think this Hunters Association is honestly my only hope of a future at the moment.
I see. Well, hopefully you can find the camaraderie that you're looking for. You pass. You may move on.
And she just gets up and just silently leaves. Very satisfied that she's come in, she's got exactly what she wanted. Straight to the point, get out.
All right. I'm going to drag you back up. We're going to do the last interview, and then we'll be back with the whole group.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Welcome to Brazil.
I see.
Um, So, you just kind of filtered into the line wherever you could. You ended up being one of the last people, watching people go in. And finally, it's your turn. You go into the room. There's a small table with 2 chairs facing it. The old woman from the announcements table is sitting at it.
And these are like individual interviews?
Yeah,
Like
you're
one
the only
person
one
at a
in here
time?
with her.
Okay. Can people look into the room or no?
No, it's closed.
Cool. He will remove his hood, which reveals his cat ears as he sits down.
All right. As you sit down, she says, "Hello. These interviews are just a standardized thing that our higher ups require us to do. We just want to get a feel for what you expect to get out of our organization. What do you think you're going to gain from joining us?"
I think I'm gonna gain from joining. Well, I, for one, hope to get a lot of experience out in the world, outside of my family and their business, and hopefully knowledge and skills that I would need to uh, help the world take care of the blight and defend people from the blight and stuff.
A noble goal.
Thank you.
All right. You may pass.
Thank you. And he'll put his hood back up. The familiar probably like hopped to his shoulder when he went to take the hood down, but will hop back on top as he puts it back up.
All right. And with that, we're going to go back to the rest of them.
Okay. Hello, we've returned.
Hello.
We're all back. All right. So, throughout the course of the interviews, those of you who were waiting in line, and those of you who were, in the secondary room, where people who were accepted, you did notice that most people that went into the room didn't come back out, theoretically going to, some deeper chamber, but there were, a handful of people that came back out the door and left the building. Now
The
you're
fucking losers.
so now you're in this secondary chamber, and the burly man from earlier, you can see him standing on the same movable podium that they had from the from the first room, the little movable stage. He's standing on there. And he's like, "All right, on to the second test, the second part of the test. We're going to be testing your combat aptitude. You'll each be tasked with killing or subduing a boar that we've captured for each of you to fight.
1-on-1?
1-on-1.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Haha.
Now, we know that not everyone is suited for combat, which is why you don't have to kill it. You can just subdue it, but you do have to defeat it in some way or another. So we're all going to be in the same VC for this, but it is going to be 1-on-1 battles in the White Void. I don't have a specific. I don't have a specific
Use
combat
your
area set up for this.
imagination.
It is my
Exactly.
time to shine.
You're just drawing an arena.
Yeah, we can see that.
All right. Which one of you would like to fight first?
I'll do it.
Not me.
All right.
Wow.
Beautiful.
This is a Pokemon Stadium.
Yep.
I was saying wow to the just diagonal line.
Listen, don't. Why are you making fun of my line? Not everything has to be straight. We accept it and we love it for what it is.
Yeah, but also there's a perfectly straight line you could have just traced.
That's not what I needed, though. She needs to be herself. Stop trying to put her into your boxes.
All right. Do-do-do. All right. That'll be. Let's pull up the initiative tracker.
Wonderful. Bingus bongus, I rolled as almost as low as physically possible.
Don't worry. So did the boar.
Yeah, I see that.
That's amazing.
All right. So they let you into this this kind of arena. You know, the room you were all in overlooks this arena, and they let out a boar into the arena with you. What'd you like to do?
I am going to use a core understanding of how pigs work.
They can't look
And-
up.
And I'm gonna move over here and take the dodge action.
All right.
I play my Catboy in defense position and end my turn.
All right. Let's measure the distance. I appreciate the card field.
Thanks. I knew someone would.
I mean, I knew what you were doing from the second square, but like
So the boar is going to rush at you. I think that's 30 feet. And it's going to make an attack, which is disadvantage, if I remember right,
yep,
because of dodge.
yep.
Does an 8 hit?
Absolutely not.
So it rushes at you, trying to get you with its tusks. You nimbly dodge out of the way. It's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna smack the shit out of a pig.
Breathless.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
So that's gonna do 9 damage.
All right.
And then bonus action, does the 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. So the boar does seem to be bleeding a good bit. and it's going to run away from you.
I'd like to take an attack of opportunity, please.
Go ahead.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
How's another 12 damage look?
You've killed it.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Congrats. You pass.
I'd like to harvest it for resources, please.
Just raw dogs bites into it.
So, I mean, if you really want to, you could take the boar corpse
I pick up the boar corpse.
and
I
leave the
take it
arena
with
with
me.
it.
Yes.
yeah.
Is the
Oh
chef after all.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, no.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go. Why not? Let's do this. Yeah.
All right. Roll for initiative.
Time to initiate. Oh, that's not bad.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
That is one
okay.
speedy boar.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty far away.
Could you
Right.
put my token in the token slot instead of the picture? I will send it to you again if need be.
Yes, please. Also, would you mind turning Loomies into a token?
Yeah, I could do that. If you send me the image for it, so I don't have to download it off the
Yeah.
thingy.
Loomy, will you send Floop your character image?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh gosh.
No
You're
worries. Do
fine.
you have a preference for color?
Wait, what?
Do you have a preference for color?
Black, I guess?
Okay.
All right.
Quick question. Is the boar I just killed male or female?
Male.
Okay.
The boar charges to about here, and then just kind of stands there, staring at you aggressively.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Cool. So Asher, opening up his book and quickly flipping through the pages, holds out his hand, which it can be seen is a fairly fancy bracelet encrusted with gems on it. As he begins muttering some arcane words, and I'm going to cast Caustic Brew. I need the boar to make me a dexterity save.
Okay.
I need to double check some things as well.
That'd be a 9.
A 9 fails. So let's see here. Seed. So it is covered in acid until it uses its action to scrape or wash the acid off itself. And it takes 2d4 acid at the start of each of its turns. So it'll take 3 acid at the start of its turn.
Okay.
But that will be my action. For now.
All right. I'm just gonna use that as the acid. Wait, I could just use green. There we go.
It's stinky.
So at the start of its turn, it takes acid damage.
Yes, so I'll just use the first roll that I got, which is unfortunately low, but it is 2d4, so it takes 3 acid damage.
Okay.
And it will continuously take that damage until it washes it off or I lose concentration.
All right. It is going to charge at you.
Yep.
And it swings its tusk at you. Does an 18 hit?
I'm a wizard, Lancy.
I know.
Yes, it hits.
Oh no.
All right.
Also, like the highest AC physically possible right now is 15, so like there's
That's
that
true.
too.
Yeah.
That's not technically true.
So, as it runs at you and swings its tusks into you, the momentum of it digs its tusks in deeper than you expected. You take 11 slashing damage.
Are you alive?
You want to know something? I'm
Yeah.
at 1 HP.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
All right. It's your turn.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna hold my hand, flipping to another page, and hold my hand right in front of this boar as 3 spikes come out of my hand and just shoot into the boar. I'm casting magic missile.
All right.
So boop boop boop. That's 12 damage.
As these bolts fly out of your hand, piercing the boar, it collapses to the ground, dead.
Oh, thank goodness.
Asher is looking terrible as it nearly killed him.
As you exit the
Thank
arena,
God for Aura.
yeah, Aura saved you.
Yeah, it did.
But as you walk out of the arena, someone with, a badge of the Hunters Association on, comes up to you, mutters a few words in a language you don't understand. They sound kind of melodic, like singing, and you feel
Is
this
it
warmth spread through
celestial?
you. Yes.
I know celestial.
Oh, so you understand what they're saying. They're saying like a short prayer, um, asking the Brother of Light to heal your wounds. Um, and you feel this warmth spread through you as you heal to full health.
Oh, thank you.
They
Um,
nod. All right, who's next?
I'm okay for going next. Issue is that I've never used Roll20 before, so I don't know how to do any of my, rolls and whatnot.
We'll help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a quick Roll20 tutorial mid-game.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll also get your token uploaded at the same time.
Sure, sure.
She never sent it to me yet.
Oh, oops. Sorry, I was paying attention to the fights.
No, you're fine. I completely understand it.
Let me just send that real quick.
It'll take me 1 second since I set
Yeah.
everything else up already.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
You're fine.
That's just a placeholder image for now. We can change it in the next session.
Yeah. Roll20 is just going to be rude to me, so we might accidentally get a gigantic Baronova real quick.
There you go, Lancy. Oh, big. Now destroy the tiny one in the corner.
There you go.
Now I need access to it.
You can just drag one on because now it's saved.
That's true. You're so smart, Lancy.
All right. Save image. I'm gonna call this.
God, Floop, I can't believe you have an NFT token.
I literally don't. I drew that myself.
But it's a shape. It's a octagon. That's the name of that shape.
I don't think it is it?
No.
No, that's a decagon?
I think it's a heptagon.
Heptagon, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh.
5.
No, it is an octagon. It's tilted sideways.
Yeah.
Look at massive image there. Oh god.
Don't worry. Resizing. Now I can
There we go.
pull up your character card.
Yes,
Edit.
thank you.
Save changes. So, because it's your first time using Roll20, quick tutorial. You see your name in the list of characters off to the side? Well, you might have to...
Yeah, I do.
But you see where your character card is. You click on your name.
Yeah,
and
I
drag
have
out
my
to the field.
character sheet up at the moment. Yes, I've had it up the whole time.
Well, if you click and drag your name from the list of characters, it'll drop your token out on the field for you to control.
Oh, like that? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
And now if you click and drag your token, it aligns to the grid.
Yeah.
And then in your character sheet, it's fairly simple to control. If you need to make a raw dexterity check or a raw skill check of any kind, you just click on the name, click dexterity, and it'll do its dexterity check. In the saving throw section, you click on each of the names in there to do a saving throw of that type. For all of your skill checks, you click on the name of the skill, and it'll do that check off your
I'm used to pen and paper D&D, so that's why I'm so unfamiliar.
Yeah, and then in your attacks and spellcasting, that's all your macros for like your abilities.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sending those up. Okay.
Yep. And if you have, if you're able to use your sneak attack, if you're hidden, or if there's an ally adjacent to the enemy you're attacking, there's a little checkbox next to sneak attack that you can do to add your sneak attack damage to your attack.
Nice. Okay.
Or if you just have advantage in general, I think.
Yeah. As long as you have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so Sigrid will step into the arena, obviously, and I think immediately, I think I want her to use the luck modification devilry.
That'll be on your turn.
Oh wait, initiative first. Oops.
Yep. Click on your token, and then click on initiative on your character sheet. Got to make sure your token's clicked on, otherwise it won't attribute your initiative to the token. Okay.
All right.
So you go first.
And now let's do the luck modification. So once for short rest for the coin or roll a d2. I'll just roll a d2.
I do have a macro for that.
Oh, okay. Can I just click it?
Yep.
Wait. I think I'm clicking the wrong thing. Where is it?
On your character sheet in the attacks and spellcasting section, the coin flip. You just click on.
Yeah, I see it right there. Okay, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that is a 2. So I think that's misfortune.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Yes. So
it's not that bad.
It's like disadvantage.
No. So your luck modification ability, fortune makes it to where disadvantage doesn't happen, and misfortune just makes it to where advantage can't happen.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I think. Okay. And then I think probably just end my turn, I guess.
You do have 30 feet of movement. If you wanted to get closer, there isn't really anywhere to hide, but there is the hide
exactly.
action.
I feel like Sigrid is just like, I don't want to do a dodge action because that doesn't really affect anything at the moment due to the luck modification.
Well, because you have misfortune, dodge would actually still be beneficial for you, because what dodge does is if an enemy tries to make an attack against you, they would have
Yeah.
disadvantage on the attack roll. And since misfortune just gets rid of
Oh.
advantage, they would still have the disadvantage.
Okay, well, in that case, probably just move like over here, and then yeah, just dodge action for now.
Okay. So the boar moves closer to you and stands there menacingly.
Oh no!
It's your turn again.
All right, well, I should be able to throw a dagger at this range, right?
You could, but since it's 30 feet per round of movement, you could get closer for an
Yeah.
attack if you wanted to.
Yeah, that is true. Because due to Sigrid not having her right arm, I can't really use a bow. So yeah, probably will move. If I move here, maybe we'll just like throw a dagger at this range, since I have two of them.
Okay.
Okay. I click this. Does an 18 hit?
I need to check the rules on throwing daggers, because I don't remember them off the top of my head. I think it's just a
They're the
normal
same
attack
as an
roll.
yeah, they're same as
Yeah,
normal
yeah,
attack
it's
rolls
just
as long as you're within distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and you're within 20 feet, so that's fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how much distance is each tile? Because I didn't really figure that
5
out.
feet.
5 feet.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's standard. Okay.
So 18 does hit. So you can, in chat, you see the name dagger. You can click on that, and that'll roll damage.
Oh, nice. Oh, 8.
So you walk up. You nimbly move closer. You take aim, holding your
Just a
dagger by the
quick
blade.
pot shot, yeah.
Yeah, you throw it. Embeds itself between the eyes of the boar. It's just down instantly. You've won your fight.
Yes.
Damn.
Was expecting a bit more of a challenge, but I mean, it is what it is. And just remove my token now, or?
You can just drag it
Just
up
drag
to the
to the
side.
side of the arena.
Oh, okay, no, Lancy's done that.
Yeah. All right, so there's one more person.
Yeah. I need to do this. Hey, that's pretty decent.
You didn't click your
You
token.
didn't
I
click on-
did though. Oh, it's because I was on the ruler. My bad. I did click it. It wasn't an actual click. I'm sorry. We could just know I go before it. We don't even have to
That's
do
fine.
anything else.
That is
Yeah,
true.
because this is a one-on-one.
We
Yeah.
literally could flip a coin for initiative.
We
Yep.
could.
Yeah.
All right.
On my turn, I'll take a step back.
Okay.
And then open my fan, and I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver at it.
Okay.
Ooh, terrible damage. DC 14 intelligence save.
Okay. 16.
Ha, fuck you. Okay. That's my
that was
turn.
really unlucky because it has a -4 to intelligence.
Did it roll a
saves.
20?
Yeah.
It rolled a nat 20.
Oh my god.
All right. Just measuring properly.
That's my turn.
It charges towards the midfield and stands there aggressively.
Yep.
It's your turn.
Still playing it calm. She's gonna move over to this corner.
Mhm.
Cast Mind Sliver again.
Okay.
That damage. Roll higher.
Rolled max on the first one.
15.
What is this board?
You're just dealing with the smartest boar they had.
God, imagine being
This is
dumber
the
than a
finest
pig.
one they've got in their stock.
Yeah, she hasn't let it slip that she's like in trouble. She's still playing it calm. Bonus action, I'm making a connection to Kyumyu.
Okay.
So in the back of your head, Kyumyu, you just begin to hear whispers. Protect her. You need her. Help her. And that's it.
Damn.
All right. Let's look at distance. It charges at you.
Uh-huh.
Does a 7 hit?
No.
So it runs at you, going to, like, it has the intention to just run you down, gore you with its tusks. But you just kind of nimbly dance to the side with a slight twirl. Your turn.
Yeah. Gonna cast Arms Vidar.
Okay.
Need a strength saving throw. Hopefully, since it spent so much of its intelligence.
5.
Yeah, of course that works for a fucking boar. It is.
This boar is
Uh,
just a reincarnated wizard.
Yeah. It takes 2d6 necrotic, so it takes the 8 points of damage, and it cannot take reactions until its next turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. And. Yeah.
All right. So it can't take reactions, but it's not restrained?
It is not restrained.
Okay. So it takes that damage, and it moves over here. Your turn.
Yep. This is the first time you'll actually like see what's happening. You all saw as she kind of like just tapped her fan to the floor real quick, and the tentacles happen. But aside from that, she looks like she's just been walking around. But this time you see her open up the fan, and at each point of the little like where like the fan sticks open up, you each see a little like will-o-wisp of like purple fire on it. And she closes them, and I'm gonna send a firebolt because fuck this thing. 11 to hit.
11 hits.
Okay. 10 points of fire damage max.
It's dead.
Yeah.
This thing, you've been trying to, take it down subtly, and like effort after effort, it just was not going down. Its mind was somehow impenetrable to you. And after it almost got you with that one attack, you're just infuriated by this effort, and you just send out this bolt of fire, burning it alive instantly. All right. That's all of your combat trials.
Nice.
You guys stand by and watch a few other people fight. Most people did what you all did, killing the boar. There's a couple of people that just they just put it in a chokehold, choked it out, and left it on the ground. There was one person you saw that you heard them like whispering under their breath, and the boar just fell asleep. All right. So that is that round. There are a couple of people that got wounded and passed out, and they were healed by the same person that healed Asher. But then after they were healed, they were escorted out. All right. After everyone's done with their combat trial, the burly man says, "All right, now I need you all to open up your envelopes. There should be a colored slip of paper inside. Uh, if you have a matching color slip of paper to someone, congratulations. They're your teammates for the next trial."
I open my letter.
I use
You-
my claws to open the envelope.
Just open up the envelope using a dagger.
You each open up your envelope, and there's a slip of bright red paper inside.
For everyone?
For all four of you.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As
Weird.
Sigrid looks up and like tries to see if anyone in the crowd has a matching paper.
You see all kinds of different colors. There's some people with pink slips, some with green, some with blue.
Would I be able to see anyone with like a red slip? Well, any party member straight away?
Kiryu with a boar tied over his shoulders will raise up a red slip and say, "Does anyone else have red?"
Yep, I'll head over to Kiryu wherever he's standing.
I guess Sigrid will just like kind of slowly move herself over to this this very suspicious loud figure.
Yep.
As she gets in front of him, she'll do a polite little curtsy. "Hello, Mr. Kazunya. It's very nice to meet you."
He will bow and say, "Likewise."
My troop has had very minor dealings with your business. I'm aware of your name, but in name only.
Well, I'm sure the clan appreciates it, but I am no longer associated with them to the best of my abilities. And he'll just kind of get like he'll get like 1,000-yard stare as he says that.
Quick check. Does he have all his fingers?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you've all gathered together. And after a few minutes, people are done shuffling around. There's groups of, like, some groups have 3 people, some groups have 5 people. But there's different numbers of people in different groups. And after everyone's done milling around, the burly guy says, "All right. Test 1 is over. Thank you all for coming here for test 1. You have 3 weeks to make it to Glur. Any team that doesn't have all party members present upon reaching the city is disqualified from task 2.
Oh, okay.
Safe travels. Try not to die." And he leaves the
What
room.
town are we in again?
You're in Echualin.
Eschwallen.
And we're going to Glur, right?
You are going to Glur.
There is no quick transport to Glur.
It is 13.5 days by foot or 10 days by horse.
So 3 weeks we could make it by foot then.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's assuming we don't have too many setbacks.
You do all have to get food and such.
Got that.
You do have to eat
handled.
while you're traveling.
Yeah. Are there any like local communities that aren't on the map that we could visit along the way?
Um, There aren't many. You're most likely going to run into like street vendors and like traveling merchants that are heading between cities.
Well,
Um,
that's complete luck in that regard.
yeah. Um, it's there aren't a lot of small communities just in general because uh whilst the blight is mostly attracted to magic stuff, large gatherings of people is also known to attract them. So there aren't a lot of small communities because if they don't become big communities, they typically get wiped out.
I mean, we could gather supplies like here first before actually heading out.
Why no need? We could simply find someone to hitch a ride with. Ah, if only I had known that uh we'd be needing to travel, I wouldn't have sent the troop away so fast. We could have simply rode it in the back of the carriages.
Well, we don't have that as an option now, do we?
Nope, then that's why
Oh.
I am lamenting, no?
Might as well be right.
Lancy,
Yes.
or Esalulalan,
Mm-hmm.
hope I pronounced that right. It's
Eshualan.
a, yeah, it's, I mean, it's not a giant city, but it's still fairly big.
It is the capital of the country you're in.
Oh, it is a capital.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so it
the
is
the
pretty
capital
big.
of Doromo.
Okay. So there's probably a K magic store here, right?
Oh, certainly.
God.
Would I know, do they typically have like um I guess kind of like shipments to and from different branches in towns that commonly go from town to town?
Um,
Or is it
depending
rare?
depending on the materials that are being sent, like the more magically inclined stuff typically gets teleported, but like mundane crafting materials are shipped between towns on foot because they're not as likely to attract the blight.
Right. And there's more than likely a branch here in town.
Yes.
Um, if we want, we could probably go by the K Magic place and see if they have any uh more mundane shipments going up that way. Maybe we could try and be hired as quote unquote protection in case any blight appear on the way. I'm
You
Might
thinking
as
sure
well,
we
more
could
numbers is better
easily,
after all.
yeah, I'm
you're
pretty
thinking
sure we
too
could
much ahead of these.
easily.
We simply need to find someone heading in the direction we are heading. No need to sign us up for more work than we need to.
Well,
And
right.
you see as she kind of like spins on her heel and walks away at that point.
I mean, we probably might be
Uh,
heading the way we're going.
Kiryu would follow behind her and say, I agree with that sentiment, but I think we should find a butcher first," as he fucking thumbs to the boar that he has on his shoulders.
Right.
All right. What are y'all doing? I
Going
know.
to a butcher.
Yeah, I know Kiryu is going to a butcher. Are the rest of you following behind him? Baranova, are you doing anything specific?
I am looking for like where things get traded, essentially.
Okay.
I
Uh,
think
essentially like people who are doing overland shipment.
Okay. Um.
I think Sigrid might have some intelligence on the area because she has been living here for a while.
Mhm. Um. So, uh, what the bulk of you would know is that North Ward is typically where a lot of the to and from merchants are at. Like the people who aren't really in town for more than a couple of days are at. Like they come to town, they hawk their wares, they leave. Um, that's usually where they set up. Sigrid, you would know that some of the more established brick and mortar vendors are going to be in West Town.
Right. Well, I believe, or at least I would hope that Sigrid would probably have a few contacts there, considering she has been within the sort of criminal network around here for a while.
Crime buddies.
Yeah, just hit up the crime buddy, see if we can do a favor, maybe.
What to have you roll for that? Let's say roll investigation to see if you
Yeah.
know anyone. If you have any contacts that would be able to help with travel.
Sure. Okay. I think I got that. Okay. Oh, an 8. Oof.
Um, so there's a small chance that you would know someone that would be heading out of town, but like the one or two people you know that leave the city are typically smugglers.
Yeah, a different kind of business.
Yeah. But most of your contacts are just in city type people. Um, the
Yeah,
just the
makes
people that
sense.
run
Makes
local
sense.
cons.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright, well, Sigurd's definitely not going to the butcher's because she has other priorities. So probably, well, I don't know, maybe start heading towards the northward just by herself, just like, quickly say, I'm gonna investigate for a little bit and be on her way.
Okay. Is anybody traveling with Sigrid, or who's going with
I
Kirimi?
guess
Who's going with Sigrid?
I'm heading north, so
So you and Sigrid are heading to Northward. Where are you going, Ashley?
yes.
I guess for now I'm probably going with Baranova to see what they can find and maybe help in finding something.
All right. So we're gonna real quick take care of Kirimu's butcher adventure. Kirimu, you just kind of want. Are you gonna wander around until you find one? Or are you gonna ask anybody for directions? What you doing?
I'm gonna ask around.
Okay. Uh, roll investigation.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh no.
So it takes you a little while. You're like trying to get, like you're trying to flag people down in the street to be like, hey, where's the nearest butcher? And like people like see the dead boar on your shoulder, give you a look of disgust, and don't even give you the time of day. Keep walking.
That checks
But
out.
after a little while of just like asking just asking people, trying to ask people and failing, you see a sign for a butcher shop.
Alright. I go to butcher shop. I open door.
There's just a man standing behind the counter. Um, he's got various scars up and down his arms. He's wearing the standard like butcher's like smock. Um, he sees you come in, sees the boar on your shoulder. Uh, I'm not used to hunters not dressing down their stuff before they bring it in, but meat's meat. How soon did you kill it?
How give me a timeline. How long
Um,
ago did I kill it?
30, 40 minutes. Hasn't been too long.
About half an hour ago.
Oh, Are you one of them testees up at the association?
I am indeed.
I see. I knew they brought a bunch of boars in, but typically they bring them down themselves. Guess they let you keep it.
Well, no one said I couldn't keep the boar, and any way you can save time and money is a good investment.
I like your way of thinking.
I would like this boar dressed down for travel, and if you think any of the non-meat could be useful for a hunter or an adventurer, just throw it in the bag with it, I suppose.
All right. It'll take me a little while to get it all dressed down and cut into portions. Say, meet me back here in an hour.
Sounds good.
He'll
And
nod. All right.
And he's going to walk out of the butcher shop, find the nearest bench, and he'll be back in that butcher shop in exactly 1 hour.
He's just gonna sit there for a full hour.
He's gonna sit there, he's gonna strike the Gendo Akari pose, and he's just gonna stare at the butcher.
Taking a little nap.
Does he have any thoughts?
He's a
What's
busy
going on in
boy.
his head?
Absolutely nothing.
He's a
Just
little
blank mind.
Head empty.
Head empty, no thoughts, just killed a boar.
Head empty, brow furrowed, eyes focused.
Oh
He
my
looks
gosh.
menacing. He looks like if you talk to him, he will put you in the ground.
He's just sitting there
Uh,
menacingly.
Will you roll intimidation for me
Absolutely, I will.
with advantage?
Okay, that's gonna make it even better because
-1. Oh
no,
wow.
I have a +3 in intimidation.
So, a number of people just kind of avoid you, but nothing more comes of it than that.
God, imagine if you scared the whole entire city.
Imagine if I just got jumped by like random hooligans and I beat them up and took their money.
Some good old bullying.
All right. So the rest of you, you're all heading to Northward. Yes.
Yes, and Sigrid's just gonna like turn to like Baron Over and I think Asher, yeah, is with
Yes.
us. And she's just gonna like directly state that like if you two aren't reliable, then I'm willing to ditch you to save my own skin. Just gonna put that out there.
That is fine. I hope you have another chance at the hunter's exam as well then.
Just like she makes it very explicitly clear that like we're working together. There's no friendships to be found here. It's a harsh world, and we're here in Northward to do what we gotta do. Nothing more.
I'm gonna stop in my tracks as she says that. If she was like following me close enough, she'll probably bump into me.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, she bumps into Asher. It's like, oh my god, what? Why'd you stop? Keep going.
I'll turn around and kind of just look down at her. Oh, dearie, that's not what I want at all. I think it's very important that we foster good, reliable friendships between all of us. A good communicating party is one that communicates and is friendly with each other. We can't be having inner conflict or anything like that. And Lancey, I'm casting friends.
Okay. Is that a save?
It's a save. I need a
Wait, is it?
charisma. It
Wait, what
is
spell
a
are you casting?
friends.
No, friends just happens.
Oh yeah, no friends just happen.
Friends just happens. It
Oh
just
my
lasts
God.
for a minute, and after the minute, the person knows you. You just have advantage on all charisma checks against them, but they
Okay,
do
okay.
see you as
alright.
friendly.
Nice.
It just does
Alright.
not last very long.
Okay, so like
You're being very friendly to me.
yeah, so like Sigrid's face, like literally the expression changes from, cold and stern to just like an extremely upbeat, like, I don't know, childlike young woman. It's like, oh yes, yes, we shall harbor the greatest friendship of all. Let me follow you until the end of the world.
Yeah, and I'll just turn around and continue walking.
I will say mechanically, um, for your additional ability, they will need to
Uh-huh.
do a charisma save against your spell save if the spell doesn't have an explicit DC.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. Then
That's fine,
charisma
yeah.
save? Go for it. Charisma save then.
Oh, literally right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
That
13.
doesn't meet.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's it. I'm
That's
not
it.
making you do anything.
Just
Or putting any moves on you essentially.
yeah. You gotta keep her in check.
No, basically, yeah.
We're friends
Honestly,
here.
understandable. Yeah, we're friends now. We're besties now. Like,
Yeah, for a minute.
yeah, for a minute, Sigurd's gonna be the most sociable person of all time. Just like good old comrades. We've known each other for like 10 years, besties. Like almost, I don't know, like walking like side by side. I don't know, maybe hand over shoulder type deal.
No, she's ignoring you again. She's continuing her walk.
Like Sigurd's like the equivalent of drunk right now.
Wondrous. All right. So y'all make your way to Northward. What are you doing? What you looking for?
Looking for someone that essentially once I get to like a depot of like transport, I'm gonna go look for like just simple like asking around. Oh, who's heading to Gel or Gelm? Gelm? I
Blur.
forget the name. Glur. There we go.
Blur.
Glur. Isn't that the name of the alien planet in Futurama?
No idea.
No idea.
No, it's like Glur of Omicron Persei 8 or some shit like that. Either way,
Fair enough.
not important at the moment. Like essentially once we get to the depot, I'll just be asking questions until I could find someone that's going to Glur.
All right. Make me an investigation check.
Yeah.
Can I help with this?
Could I
Yes.
use my passive?
What is your passive?
Because of my fox-like traits, it's 15.
Yes.
I'll say if I can use my passive as well. My passive is 17.
Let me double check.
If it's passive investigation,
It's not passive investigation. It's just her fox abilities give her a +5 to investigation.
oh, okay.
And yeah, you can apply that. If you wanted to make a separate investigation check, Asher, you could get your bonus out of it, but otherwise she just gets advantage if you're doing the help action.
Okay. I mean, I'll just roll separately.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take it.
25.
Okay.
We should put a global modifier check for that.
I should. I will add
Yep.
it.
That way you could just tick it on and on whenever you need it.
Yeah.
All right. So with both of those, yeah, you look around for anyone who's in town for a little while. What specifically are you looking for? Just people that are heading out soon?
People that are heading to Glur, preferably a large caravan, essentially,
Um,
but just anyone that's heading to Glur.
so most of the people that are here aren't heading out to there specifically. Um, there's a relatively large caravan that's heading to Stuic, which is on the way to Glur. Um, there's some that are heading to cities in the other direction, Eldrin and Nainaramar.
Okay.
There's some heading to Cleared, some heading to Bress. None that you can find that are heading to Glur, just direct line. So one of your best bets is one of the ones heading to the off-route towns, which is Cleared and Bress, because they're on the way to Glur. And Stuic is just directly on the main road to Glur.
Okay. So, just for my sakes, where are we again? We're in Etherin or
Eschwallen.
Eschwallen, and that's okay at the bottom of Dermo. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'd be going. Yeah. I'll go up to the person who's going to the middle point, essentially.
Mhm.
And whoever's running it, let me know, because it changes how I do things.
So the person heading to Stuic, which is the middle point, he's kind of a portly man. He's short, he's rotund, um, and he's an animal trader. He trades livestock. Typically, you might know that people like this typically will make stops through their journey to pick up wildlife for sale. Um, but yeah, he is well dressed.
Okay. Size of his caravan, essentially, because that's the question. I'm trying to get away with not having to do anything.
Um, it's a decent size. He's got um, there's 3 wagons with animal cages in them. And then there's 2 wagons, one for front and rear that um, travelers and guards ride in.
Okay. I'll approach him. Hello, sir. How do you do today? Are you having a nice day today?
Wonderful, ma'am. How might I be of service to you? Are you looking to sample my wares, or are you looking to make business?
Oh, well, your wares do look amazing. I could see by the vitality and the overall health of the animals that you must be one of the brightest traders in this region. I personally am coming to ask for a favor.
And what might that be?
You see, we, and I'll point to the two of them following me.
Yeah.
We're new entries into the hunter's exam, and we were hoping that if we can, uh, take a little ride. I heard from the other merchants that you're heading to insert name here that I keep forgetting.
Stuic.
Duick. Uh, and we're on our way to Glur. If you would help us make a stepping stone over to that, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Ah, is that time of year again, isn't it? I've lent rides to testes before. Uh, I can give you one of 2 options. It's what I offer to everybody. Um, you can either pay me 1 silver per person. You'll have your meals provided. You'll be able to ride with us. Um, No problem. We'll take you along the way that we're going. Um, or uh, you could work as caravan guards. Um, you'll still be provided your meals, um, and we won't charge you, but you will have to protect the caravan should it be attacked. Um, we do have some magical beasts, so the blight has been known to attack our caravans. And if you survive the trip, you will be compensated for your services, depending on how much fighting you have to do.
Was that 1 silver a day?
Yes.
Got it. Give me 1 second. You see her like stop and like deliberate for a second.
1
by
silver a
4.
day per person.
So 6 silver, so half a gold and a bit essentially for the ride over.
That's 6 silver each, though.
Yeah.
So that's 30 silver, so that's 3 gold.
Yeah.
Unless you do the hundreds in this game as well, Luca. Or Lancey.
No.
Sorry.
It's
Okay.
just standard tens.
Okay. That would be 3 gold.
You do have meals provided though, so you wouldn't have to feed yourselves during the trip.
Yeah.
That's true.
You see her like stop and like immediately do the math. So I'm sorry to tell you this, but we did not have much money as my troop dropped me off after this to help gain a name for them, and I do not have that much to give. Is there any way? And I'll do that like little feathery touch along his like arm that he's resting wherever, that we can help and find perhaps a cheaper deal for us.
Roll persuasion.
You got it. 20.
Ooh.
Damn.
So he looks at you. He looks like he's pondering for a moment, and says, "I'm sorry, we don't really have much in the budget for free riders. You can either pay or you can guard. Those are the only options I have. The pay is that steep because, like I said, we've been known to be attacked, and you wouldn't be expected to fight, so the fees pay for the guards."
Oh wait, do they have any possessions on them that are like, easily within sight?
Roll investigation.
Okay.
And also roll sleight of hand to see how obvious you're
Oh,
being.
okay. That's a 4. Oops. I want to see if we can do a bit of bargaining, quote unquote bargaining. Okay. Sleight of hand. Ooh.
So, you don't really find anything on his person. You think he probably has it on a strongbox somewhere. There's nothing really important that he has on his person that you can find. But he does not notice.
Okay, thank goodness. Well, I think Sigrid would probably take a step forward and glance over at Baronova and just say, "We might as well take the job. We can't afford, that much money for, one job."
Lancey, just double checking. We do start with the gold we get from our back. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Asher will
I know.
step up. If you all don't have the gold, I could cover it.
In the back of your head immediately here. Stop. Don't offer anything. Don't don't give anything yet.
Okay.
What do you say that we do a how to handle this? Fuck it, let's get paid at least,
Yeah.
Because chances
Sigrid was
are,
suggesting to just take the
yeah,
job, yeah. I mean, like,
Uh,
she's personally used to, taking a lot of jobs as, a criminal, so this isn't anything, crazy.
yeah, I should have kept a. Ugh. Oh well. I shouldn't have talked in the back of your head. Oh well. It does not matter. Uh, we will be in touch in a second. We have one other friend, but when do you plan on leaving?
He pulls out a pocket watch, looks at it, slides it back into his pocket. Probably in the next 5-6 hours.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
Plenty of time.
We will get back to you in a second, but more likely so, we'd be coming in with you in one way or another.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you.
And then I knew where he was going, so I'll just kind of go look for him at this point.
As I just follow along. I feel like after, having friends casted on her, Sigrid is like now very reserved, like only speaking when necessary type deal.
You don't even know it.
Oh, don't even
You
have
don't even-
knowledge of it. Okay, never
Nope.
mind.
Nope. That's her thing.
Alright, well then nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, you felt it was
Or-
kind of weird that you were suddenly so friendly towards her, but other than that, you have no idea what was going on.
It's like when someone like, there's like, oh, I'll be really happy with this like coworker for like a second, but then never talk to them again.
Okay, so she has knowledge that like she was like that, but doesn't know it was actually a spell. Type
Yeah,
deal.
you have no knowledge of that.
Okay,
That's
probably
cool.
probably she's like eyeing Baronova like, what the heck like can this woman do?
All right. So you guys, you finish your talk, and you're heading looking for Kiryu. You find him sitting on the bench, glaring at a butcher shop.
Now, what are you doing?
Waiting.
For what?
The butcher.
Mm.
How long has it been?
It's been about, it's getting close to the end of the hour. It's like 5 minutes still. Because like the
He
whole
should
time,
have. Go ahead.
the whole time that they were like traveling to North Ward, um, talking to the guy, traveling back to you, that took about 55 minutes.
Yeah. Without breaking his glare at the butcher shop, he should be ready with my supplies in about 5 minutes. Still not moving.
I see. I see. Uh, well, and I'll look over to the two people who have been following me. Uh, what it seems like is we found the ride over to Stoic. Um, we weren't able to find a one all the way to, uh, oh my gosh, why am I'm so bad at fucking
Glare.
names? To Glur. But we did find a ride to Stoic. Either we pay around 30 gold for all of us for the 6 days, and we don't have to do anything, or the chances are we have to fight some beasties along the way, and then we make a little coin off it instead.
Well, that's better than the idea I was gonna propose. I just made the trip from Glare down to here literally a couple days ago. I was just going to rent a horse. Well, rent horses for each of us, I suppose, and make the trip back up.
I see. How much does it
It's
cost you
not
to rent a
terrible.
horse? Rent a horse.
How much does it cost to rent a horse?
So Renting a horse, it depends. You do still have the one that you rented available because you rented it for 2 ways. It costs less if you're doing it 2-way because you'll be returning it to the city
Right.
it came from. So yours is already paid for. It'd have to be for the rest of the party. It's about 5 silver a week plus the cost of feeding the animal, which is a few copper pieces.
It comes out to roughly 6 silver per week, including food.
I see. So either we have to ride horses, which I personally cannot do. I've never ridden a horse aside from on stage. Um, or we we simply go off and join that, make some money or spend some money, one or the other.
Kazuya's gonna get a very particular look on his face and look at Baranova and say, if you can't ride a horse, you're probably gonna have to hoof it. And we'll go back to glaring at the butcher.
Debating murder. Debating murder.
That got me so bad.
Looking at average spell damage. Yeah. Okay.
I feel like
Unfortunately,
Sigurd's
I
just
need
gonna
you.
like.
I
Oh.
need you.
Yeah, Sigrid's just gonna like tap her feet, like really impatient. Like, do we really have to, stand around doing nothing for 5 minutes? My goodness.
You could find something to do. Entertain yourself. And there's a very quick flick of the wrist with her little fan over in your direction.
Oh,
And
spicy.
you watch as something appears right before your eyes and falls down. Do you try to catch it before it hits the ground, or are you doing anything with it?
Probably, yeah, no, probably go to catch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a top.
All right. Just kind of look at it and be like, okay.
You were looking for
She's
something
not.
to do? You need something else?
Sigurd's just like completely silenced, like, because she's not really used to, seeing magic like this. Okay.
So, to answer your question, Asher,
Yes.
there would be one in West Town.
Okay, and we are in
You're currently in Smallmire.
Malmire. Okay.
Oh, we've had a raid.
Well, nice.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
it's
Oh,
Lily.
Thank you, Raider.
Lily's a bitch,
Welcome,
though.
Raiders.
Lily always rates the D&D streams.
Yeah.
Except Lily's a bitch.
So that means it doesn't count anymore.
What?
That's not true.
It does count.
All right.
I'm just being mean to her because I can.
True.
Yeah. We're mean to our friends here. That's how it works.
But
Alright.
yeah, real quick, Asher, I guess since we're gonna be waiting for a bit, Asher will have his familiar go sit on the bench next to Kiramu, and he's gonna head off to that specific shop,
All right.
the K Magic. But he's gonna leave the familiar with them. So then,
Oh, do you
if they
plan on
need to
going
find
somewhere?
him, I'm just gonna go by somewhere.
Oh,
Maybe get some materials for the journey.
what part of town?
I'll be in West Town. If you need to find me, and he'll point to his familiar, just ask them and they'll guide you to me.
Oh, okay, I see. Uh, very well. Uh, okay.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
not stopping anyone from following him if you want to, but yeah.
Anyone going with Asher?
No.
Nope.
No,
Fair enough.
Actually, you know what?
I've
Sure,
got
I
meat on
will.
the line.
Oh,
I will go because I have no idea where he's going and I'm interested.
yeah.
I just stay behind with Kirmu.
The two criminals.
Former criminal, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Former criminal that keeps getting dragged into the family's bullshit.
Oh, getting
Um,
dragged into family bullshit. I can feel that.
All right. So the two of you head off. Kirmu, your stuff's ready.
Without warning, I stand up and I walk into the butcher shop. Don't say a word. Just do it.
Just small cat familiar sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sigrid is just like shocked into silence, just like is left alone by herself.
All right. So you head into the butcher's, and the butcher's still there. Boar's long gone. Um,
Greetings. How much were you able to get from the boar, and how much do I owe you?
well, they're in relatively good health. There's a lot of meat on it. Um, uh, I'll go ahead and give you the side bits, but I was wondering if you wanted to trade with the meats, because preparing meats for travel can take an amount of time. Um, so I like to make offers like this to hunters who bring stuff into me. Um, I got 50 pounds of meat off of it. I can give you half as much in ready to go prepared meat, or I could just give you all the meat.
The 25 pounds of prepared meat will be sufficient. Thank you.
All right. And for the butchering service itself, that'll be 5 silver.
Very well.
So you've
I
got
will hand him 5 silver.
so you've got 25 pounds of smoked meats. Roughly.
Is it safe to assume?
Is it safe to
Go
assume?
ahead. Oh, that translates directly into 25 pounds of rations.
No.
Okay.
Depends on how you're doing it. So if you're just doing meat per ration, it's going to be 2 pounds of meat per ration. But if you're getting other ingredients to cook with it, it'll be 1 pound of meat.
Okay. Um.
So 1 pound of meat is half a ration.
Yeah.
You'll have to have it with something if you want 1 pound of meat to be a whole ration.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do that as a pound per, and I'm gonna at some point get bread to go with it.
All right.
Keep
And
in
for
mind, the meat probably will go bad very fast.
It's smoked cured meat. It's
Is
Yeah.
it?
jerky.
yeah,
How do you smoke it so fast?
I traded 50 pounds of uncured meat for 25
Oh,
pounds.
my bad. I misunderstood. Never mind.
yeah. The butcher was like, I can give you the raw meat, or I can give you half as much cured meat if I get to keep all of the raw meat.
Yeah. And what kind of boar side bits do I got?
You have 1 pelt. The fur on
Okay.
it isn't very long, but it is kind of fuzzy. And you have 2 medium tusks.
Okay. Neato.
All right.
Uh,
Uh,
I will I will bow to the butcher and be on my way. And you know the way we carry around Yeatlin when we're about to throw her out of the door?
yes.
I will hold the familiar like that and be like, locate.
It as you tell it to locate, it's just because of the way you're holding it, it's just gonna kind of point with one of its paws where to go.
That's exactly what I'm hoping for. I'm gonna use it like a compass, and I will not like unstraighten my arms at any point.
Yeah, it's gonna do exactly that.
All right, Sigrid. You see him come out of the butcher's. You hear him say locate, cat points, he starts walking.
Yet again, she is completely just like lost for words. Like, who is she dealing with? She's just gonna like silently stare with like her mouth slightly agape, just like what? And then probably start following along in the general direction, kind of dragging behind though, not really wanting to associate with Kirimi too much. Doesn't want to stand out.
He
Yeah.
will be glancing over his shoulder periodically just to make sure you're there.
Oh gosh, she can feel his glare, like the weight of it.
This man has a horrible resting fuck you face, but at no point is he doing anything to be like to seem angry.
Still, Sigrid feels very judged nonetheless.
That's fair.
All right. And the two of you who went ahead,
Yep.
Baranova, you followed Asher, um, and he leads you to a larger than average like brick and mortar store. Um, it's a permanent location. It's not a pop up or anything. Um, very fancy sign hanging out front that says K Magic. All of the bricks look like they're a different material than everything else the city's built with. The windows are unnaturally clear. You see all kinds of like little boxes of gems and stuff in the windows. Um, Various like little bits and bobs, spell components you would recognize them as.
I see. I see.
Asher's gonna look at all the pristineness, just kind of sigh a bit, remembering how flashy they like to keep these places, and walks in.
You walk in. There's a clerk behind the counter. Hello there. How can I be of service to you today?
Hi, about to make a journey and needed to pick up some components for a spell just in case, and had another question for you after that. Um, And basically, just to speed things along, I need the materials for Find Familiar.
Mhm.
So it's 10 gold of like incense,
Yeah.
charcoal, all that stuff.
Yeah, they've got that.
Okay. So yeah, 10 gold off.
Yeah, those are fairly common, simple components. So they definitely got that
Yeah.
in stock.
Yeah. And I was wondering if you might have any shipments going towards Glur that me and some friends might be able to tag along in. And as he says that, his hand will kind of come out of the cloak, and one of his fingers will just be kind of casually tapping on the countertop, which has his signet ring, his family ring on it.
The clerk looks at that and says, "Oh, yeah, sure, right away. If you don't mind, I'll just go look at our logs and see when the next delivery's heading out."
Yeah. If there's one heading out today, that would be preferred. There's 4 of us in total.
Of course, sir. Right away.
Thank you.
They head into a back room. You're left in an
Did the guy
awkward
get
silence
really
with
nervous
Baranova.
when I?
Yeah. Like he started
Okay.
like stumbling over
Yeah.
his words.
Asher was just like, I wish that wouldn't have happened, but oh well.
Just left in an uncomfortable silence with Baranova.
Yep.
And a few minutes later, he comes back out. Um, we don't have any shipments going out today. Um, because we're still manufacturing what's going with the order, but we do have a few crates of incense and gemstones that'll be shipping out tomorrow. If you wanted
And
to
it'll
go
be
along with
heading
them.
straight to Gore, or
Yes, delivery straight. It will be traveling straight to Glur. There will be a day stopover in Stuick, if that's not a problem.
that's. I don't think that would be a problem. I'll confer with my group if we want to take this option. Would we need to bring our own food?
Unfortunately, yes, we don't have much on hand besides for.
That's fine. I just wanted to check.
All right. Is there anything else you needed, sir?
That'll be all for now. I'll let you know.
All right. So they kind of reach into their little like the strong box that they have under the counter where they keep money from transactions. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
did you want the money back from your
You can
discount?
keep it. Oh wait. Oh, I didn't realize to get a discount. How much is the discount?
Um, for your 10 gold transaction, it'll be 1 gold cheaper.
Oh, okay. Oh, um, sure.
They hand you back the gold piece.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I should have checked
It's
before I
fine. It's
finished the transaction.
fine. Don't worry about it. Are they really doing that rewards program?
Uh, no.
Okay.
That's for you.
Okay. I also I know he was talking about it. Thank you. And he's just going to awkwardly start walking out, hoping that the others are probably on their way. Maybe as soon as he steps out, he'll kind of go into his familiar sight to see relatively where they are.
Yeah, they're not too far away.
Okay.
All right. And in Not too much longer, about 15 more minutes. Kiryu and Sigrid show up around the corner.
Any comments from Veranova during the time before the rest of the group gets there, or no?
Nope, she was just watching.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I'll tell the other possibility of transportation. Where we need to go, all we would have to do is pay for food.
Other than food that you managed to hunt for yourself, it's roughly 5 silver a day for meals.
So, I mean, that's up to you all. If you want to take this option as well. We wouldn't head out till the next day, but considering we have 3 weeks to get there, we could do either option.
I do personally quite enjoy the thought of being paid to go the way we're going anyway.
Sigurd will like chime in and agree with that. Like, work is work, and might as well make some money along the way.
Personally, I much prefer to travel in a little bit of style, and I think the K magic will offer us that.
Real quick, I'm assuming we're like outside the store, right, Lancey?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm
like
assuming the
rendezvous
counter.
outside.
Yeah, the counter is like less than 120 feet from where we are.
Mhm.
I'll just cast message to the clerk and ask, would it be possible for my other friends to be hired as guards for the caravan?
So the response is, if you want them to be.
You all could be hired as guards if you wish for the K Magic one. You want payment. We would just have to head out tomorrow and you'd have to get food for the journey, but could still be hired and be in. He'll kind of look to Baranova for a moment. Style.
I'm fine with that if you wish.
It's the best of both worlds, so.
Best of both worlds.
You know, it's like
Show.
it's heading all the way to Glur. It's just what, a day stop in Sulik and a day before we head out.
Mhm.
And y'all can get paid as you wish.
I am not opposed to this course of action.
Okay.
Sigurd just nods along, like, yeah, okay, that's fine.
I mean, if I don't know if they have a standard rate or if you all have your own rates for being guards or anything.
You would know
Go
that
in and ask. Oh yeah.
K Magic typically works with mercenaries for guarding their caravans, as opposed to just
I mean,
contracted workers. So it is just the rates of
makes
whoever they
sense.
have on hand to hire.
Mm-hmm. So we don't have. There's no standard rate. It's just
Correct.
okay. If you'd have your own rates, I'm sure they'd be able to cover it. We can go inside and discuss if you want. This is to the two mercenaries who want to be hired.
I
Yeah, might as well just go inside.
I'm not sure if they will be able to afford the rates I usually work at, but I don't generally choose those rates anyway, so it should be fine.
What are rates going
Okay.
for nowadays? I have no idea.
Really depends on the mercenary
It depends on the work.
too.
I will go into the K magic. Cat still
Just
held by
follow
the
along.
armpits.
Yeah, I'll go in with and kind of take my cat, and my cat will just hop onto my shoulder and then back on top of my head,
Okay.
so it can be comfortable.
All right. So you head back inside. What you saying? What you doing?
Um, yeah, I'll go up to the counter, be like, "Well, I know this was quick, but they'll kind of gesture to the other three. Would like to be hired as guards if that's possible, and they want to potentially discuss rates if this store doesn't have its own set rates."
Well, I do know the budgeted rate that we have for mercenaries. So if how much you guys charge is within the budget, we'll definitely do whatever you charge. Otherwise, might have to try and convince you to do lower. Sorry about that.
What is the budget?
So they look hesitantly, like they're hesitating to tell you, but then they kind of glance at Asher, look a little more nervous, and say, "Um, we have uh we have 10 gold currently put aside for additional mercenaries."
Uh, per an individual or as a whole?
As a whole.
Mm-hmm. There's four of us. And now is that day pay rate or is it as a flat fee?
Um, so uh this flat fee ahead of time, and then you'll be compensated for your time when you get to the destination.
I see, I see. Uh, then let's be fair. We want to keep everyone happy. Let's do uh it called so everyone gets two happily done, correct? And that way you still have a little deficit in your budget that you could show your superior and get a good little raise out of.
Uh, Thank you. Um, that works out. Um, and I'll need it for the logbooks. What's your per day rates?
Uh, what's the budget for it? Again, I'm willing to work with you, sir.
Um, I don't have access to that information because I'm not on the paying end for the day rates. You'll get that on destination if you make
Would
it to the
I
destination.
would I know anything in general of what this might be, just due to
Um,
backstory thing?
yeah. Give me a history check.
Sure. History. I'm okay with this.
You know shit? You know shit?
Yeah, I know shit.
You know shit?
I
Damn.
know more shit than you
Shit.
think I know.
So you know that typically the day rate is um what the company likes to hire people at. Obviously, if they can't get it at that low, they go higher. But typically the rate they like to go for is um a gold a day because that's double the price of food.
Yeah. I think typically they try to hire it like a gold a day. if they can. Just because, food usually costs about 5 silver a day. So, balances things out.
Interesting, interesting. Of course, of course. So gold a day for the logbooks then?
Hey, Lansy,
That'll work. Yes, Kiryu.
would I have had any dealings with K magic previously?
Oh, shit.
I'd say there's a chance because there's a K magic in every major city.
I like the idea, and I know this is solely a me thing. For some reason, I can't get Kmart out of my head while hearing about this.
I
Yeah,
know.
no.
I know.
That's what I think every
It was
time.
the Lansing came up with the name, and this, that was the first thing that I thought of too. And I was like, yeah, don't worry, it's K for a reason, and it's not because it's based off Kmart, but name is also kind of based off Kmart now.
I'd like to, without anyone else in the party seeing it, I would like to show the pin that's on the inside of my blazer to the clerk and say, we should have a standard rate on the books.
He looks at your pin, pulls out like a ledger, small little notebook, from underneath the counter, looks through it. Yes, members of your organization get 3 gold a day as per standard rate.
Thank you.
Hearing that and seeing the pin being flashed, maybe not seeing the pin necessarily, would I have any of knowledge of what this organization might be?
History.
Likewise, would I have knowledge of them?
Sigrid, you can roll history as well, but you'd have advantage.
Oh, okay. Wait, how do I do advantage?
There should be a little toggle at the top of your page.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay, there we go. And let's see.
History?
Yes.
I'm trying to find it. There we go.
Okay. Oh, that was a low roll. Oh well. 11.
19. So, Asher, you don't fully recognize it. The most you get out of your recognition is like, there's a few groups of mercenaries that are just like on the books that are like, yeah, we've made deals with their with the leaders of their organizations, and this is just how much we pay.
It's just one of the few big organizations.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't specifically recognize who or what it is, but you know that people with rates that high are typically skilled enough that they don't need to hire as many of them. That's why they have higher rates.
Gotcha.
Sigrid.
God, if only that were true of our organization.
Yes.
Sigrid, you do recognize this pin. Very much so.
But did she see it though? That's the real question.
I mean, I did my best to not show it to anyone. Except the clerk.
If it helps, then my passive perception is 16.
I could do a sleight of hand.
If you would.
Actually, yeah, that'd probably make things a lot simpler.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Sigrid definitely saw the pin and knows.
Yeah. So, you do very much so recognize the pin. It is typically worn by higher ups for one of the major crime families from Mubror and Karma, that region of the world, other continent.
Well, Sigurd's just like, ooh, we're dealing with a hotshot here. Oh, just to herself, not saying that out loud.
The country specifically is the Agrar Empire, which is the only country on the other continent, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've seen the pin, you've recognized the pin. He's been given his higher rates. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to go purchase bread.
I guess we need to go purchase the rations and such.
All right.
Thank
Might as
you.
well come along.
And I don't know. I didn't catch the clerk's name. But,
I didn't give him a name.
yeah.
His name is Bing Bong.
Sure, why not?
Bing bong.
He's Bing from the Bong clan.
Okay. Thank you, Bing. I'll put in
Yeah.
a good word for you.
God, I remember when I was part of the Bong clan.
Yeah, he's part bell diving beetle.
He gives like a slight bow to you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
No, you don't have to bow. Thank you for
Gave
your
you a little
help.
bow
And
back.
he, yeah, Asher's just gonna, after the bow, just says that and leaves the store and just waits for everyone outside.
As you're leaving the room, the back of your brain's gonna tickle a little bit and be like, "Now, what secrets are you hiding?"
Am I able to respond back?
You can if you want to.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure if this is something like the message spell or not, but maybe
Oh,
by
it's not
this point
message.
I would. Okay, I would assume it kind of is.
I'm in your
Ah.
brain, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
I'm
And
deep
you're
enough in there.
Yeah. He'll just respond in his mind. We can talk about it later. Maybe not in public, please.
Oh, we're as private as you need to be at the moment.
I don't like the attention. Did you see the ring that I showed the clerk?
I didn't need to.
Hmm.
Just so you know, you can think your responses.
Yeah, this is all
Yeah,
mentally.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming this all is. Okay. I don't know how we're still communicating like this, but very interested. I don't want to be treated differently because of my family, but my family owns the business.
Be more proud of it. Flaunt it. You're someone special, are you not?
I don't want to be treated differently because I'm the son of the owner.
But you are different because you are the son of the owner. Are you gonna let the simple fact hold you back, or are you gonna prove them wrong? You are the one to make that choice, aren't you not?
I'm trying to prove myself. Wanted to do this hunter exam stuff, so that's why I'm doing it. To prove I can be something without my family's name.
Think you have a lot to dwell on. I won't hold you much longer. But
Mm,
be something not in spite of your family's name. Be something with your family name.
future plan.
By this time, Sigrid stepped outside and probably just like glanced at Asher and like, why are you standing around?
Oh no, that was all background thought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
while you guys
Yeah,
were
no,
walking.
no.
I mean, yeah, Asher was just standing outside waiting.
Yeah,
for the rest of the
exactly.
group to finish up.
Sigrid doesn't know that there was a conversation happening just then. She just sees Asher
Oh.
standing still, just like in contemplation. And she's just like, "We gonna get going? We got
Oh,
supplies to
oh.
gather."
Yeah, I figured we would all do it together as a group. I don't know what all we have so far.
Fine, let's wait for the other two then. And Sigrid will just start flipping her old coin for fun.
Irimu would have walked out and proceeded to look for somewhere to buy bread.
Are you gonna ask people or are you gonna look?
I mean, would I have seen any, like, a bakery or anything while I was looking for the butcher?
Not really, because the butcher is one of the rare exceptions. Like, he's set up outside of, like, relatively near the fortress, just because it's where the Hunters Association headquarters is. A lot of times, they they bring in animals to fight for their entrance exam. So he has a good business just being right there. But otherwise, most businesses are in West Town, while that was in Smallmire.
All right, I will ask around.
All right. Uh, remembering the names of skill checks.
Investigation?
Investigation would be looking. You're asking around, so that'd be you can either do persuasion or just a straight charisma check, whichever is better for you.
Same thing.
So you're just passive, uh aggressive expression. Most of the time you'll walk up to someone and start to talk to them, and before you can get a word out, they just kind of like they're like please don't mug me, I have no money, and then rush away.
And now, why are we mugging people?
I am simply trying to find the baker. Why is everyone here so skittish?
I just turn to the next person I see walking down the street. Ma'am or sir, I don't know who. I don't mean to presume. Uh, but do you know where the baker is?
Oh, yeah. There's a couple of them around here. We have a we have one that does pastries and we have one that does breads.
We're looking for more of the bread.
Yeah, they'll just be right around the corner.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
No trouble.
Pepe hands.
All right, you know where the baker is.
I proceed to baker. I buy enough bread to match the 25 pounds of meat.
Um,
How much is it for 25 rations worth of bread?
well, that'd be half rations, as you're trying to make full rations of your meat.
Well, yeah.
So, a half ration is 2 silver, 5 copper.
Okay. So okay. Sorry, I had to do
Lots of maths.
lots of math.
That's fair. Because 1 gold is 10 silver. It costs 3 silver and 5 copper.
So it'd be, I think math wise that'd be
625 copper.
What?
I mean, yeah, but I was gonna say 17 gold and 5 silver.
Where do you get 17 gold?
Um, because it's
620
butt and around the corner.
625 copper is 6 gold, 2 silver, and 5 copper.
I might have done weird math. Don't worry.
You may have.
Because so I'm gonna tell you how I did my math, so you can tell me how I was wrong. So I took the 2 silver and the 5 copper and separated them, multiplied them both by 25. So that ends up with 50 silver and 125 copper. I see where I messed up. Don't worry. I'm dumb.
You wanna know how I did it that made it way easier?
Yeah.
I took the 2 silver and 5 copper, converted it all into copper, so 25 copper. Multiply that by 25, you get 625. Divide that by 10 twice.
Fair enough.
6.25 gold. The 0.2 is your silver. The 0.05 is your copper.
Fair enough. There you go.
God, I'm down to 18 gold. Whatever will I do?
Down to 16, but that's because I spent 9 of it on materials for one casting of a spell.
Damn, you guys
As
started
an
with
emergency
money.
measure.
Did you not start with money?
No.
Damn.
Different
Yeah.
backgrounds.
Granted, most of my money came from the fact that my background starts with a shit ton of weapons for some stupid reason.
Jesus.
So I was just like, I don't need these. Throw them into the money pit.
Mine is just because my family's rich, so I have money.
I literally started with 15 gold and a stick.
Damn.
Hey, it's got to be a really good stick.
Nope. I don't even use it.
Oh.
Well, good news, gamers. I have 35 rations now.
Oh,
Cool, I only got
Okay.
10.
I don't even know if I started with rations and I just didn't put it in my character sheet.
And you don't necessarily have to start with all of your class equipment. You could sell that for money as well.
Yeah. No, my background does not start with ration.
I have 5 rations from starting
Don't
equipment.
most of the classes come with it? Because doesn't
No,
I don't think
classes don't start with anything.
I think
Classes
it's
start
like
with weapon
background
and
related.
armor.
Yeah, it's the packs that come with it. I got access to the adventurers pack, so I get 10.
Yep, same.
Gotcha. All right. Well, so the way I do traveling, and food wise, you need at least 2 meals a day.
Yeah.
So it's 2 rations per day traveled.
so. It's what we need. 10 days.
What if I'm on a diet?
I mean, if you want to eat less food, you can restore less on rest.
No, I'm good.
10 days. Okay, so hold on. We have 10 days total, correct? Plus 1 in Stuart. It's what, 11 days of food? Plus probably 1 more meal for today. I'm assuming, Lancey.
Mm-hmm.
So we need 1 day's travel.
23 each.
Yeah, 23 each for the entire journey.
Damn, y'all should have carried your pigs out.
I don't think I physically could have.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like fucking 10 pounds over encumbered, and I just took that as if I ever get into combat, I'm at disadvantage.
So yeah, I
Again,
also looked at like the pack that I got from my class. I get no rations starting out.
yeah, again.
First time
Oh wow, that was a really good roll, but I don't
Yeah,
think I
minus
physically
2
could have.
strength. Yeah.
Oh
Well, if
Yeah.
it helps, your carry weight is 15 times your strength score. And an adult male boar weighs on average 180 pounds.
Jesus. Oh well, I can
So if you
carry
had no other
165
equipment, you
pounds.
might be.
No,
Yeah,
because at 12 you get exactly 180.
I have a 7.
Oh no.
Yeah.
7 times 15. That's 105.
Yep. I'm almost overrate already.
Oh my.
So the way encumbrance is gonna go. Um, if you're traveling, it doesn't matter as much, because if you're traveling by foot, it does matter. If you're traveling by like cart or horse, your quote unquote vehicle can take on the extra weight, depending on how much extra it is. But
Mhm.
if you're over encumbered by 25 pounds, you just move half speed. So it would double the length of your trip.
I'm
And if
saying this. No, you continue.
and if you're more than 25 pounds over encumbered, um, for every day that you travel like that, you'll take a point of exhaustion.
Okay, I'm saying this now so I could have it on records. Uh, dibs on a bag of holding if we ever get it.
Fine.
Yeah, no
I
complaints.
don't blame you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bag of holding. What is it? Portable hole or the handy haversack for you? First
Yeah.
chance we get any of them. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All very good items.
All very good items. I would say adventuring must.
Yeah.
If you don't give them to your players by level 5 or an equivalent, it's kind of mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, I can't believe you would say that.
So I guess we need to figure out how much rations everyone else needs.
I need 13 more
Okay.
because we need 23, so I have 10, so 13.
Okay.
Rations cost
I
5
have
silver.
I have 5 on me already, so then you're like 18?
Yeah.
Yeah.
19. And I need all 23.
Yeah.
So one thing your rations cost how
54.
much? Lancy?
One whole ration is 5 silver.
Okay.
It's only going to
So-
cost you guys 27 gold to get all of this.
Oh my gosh.
It costs 11 and a half just for me.
Oh wait, I didn't do my starting money. Oop.
Yeah,
I-
you should check what you have from the
I
background.
am broke. Yep. Yeah, I'll check background real quick.
Whatever it is. If it's like criminal or spy, I think it's like
Yeah, it's a
Um,
criminal / spy, and then there's like, let's see.
I
I think
it's
that
like
starts you with
10?
15.
Is it 15?
Yeah, it's 15. Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, Lancy, I needed to ask this, but I forgot. How the fuck do we do aura? Because I'm kind of dumb.
So you regain it on a short rest,
Uh-huh.
and there's a calculation for it in the rules and
Yeah, but
information.
I'm kind of dumb is the issue there.
So I have the calculation on my character sheet. I can help you through it if you would like.
I would like that.
It's like
Okay.
Constitution stat plus
'Cause I
the.
think I have an 8 in aura, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
Uh,
what's your con?
Con is 2. 14.
What is your what AC do you get from any armor you're wearing?
Uh, Technically +2 because I have a 2 in dexterity. But I'm not wearing armor.
No,
yeah, so that's
plus
just
that-
your actual AC.
Oh, that means you don't get anything from that.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So then a 2 for proficiency, and I'm assuming you don't have any AC from like your race or any feats.
Nope.
You have an aura of 4.
Is it +2? Because there's a multiply on Lancy's thing.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's con times proficiency for you, basically.
Okay.
and 2 times 2 is 4.
Got it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 4 club. I have the same amount because I'm a wizard. I don't have
And
armor.
luckily,
I
you guys
also
don't have
the
a
same
negative
amount, 'cause
con.
I have I only have a 1 con, so my 4 that I get from proficiency and unarmored defense, fucking out the window. Doesn't
I love
fucking multiply up.
I love that I have 0 aura. Because I
That's
have
on-
-1 con.
Oh.
Yeah, you have -1
Yeah,
con.
that was intentional because like she's missing her right arm, so it's like, might as well have low con.
Yeah, you
Fair.
have -1 con, and then you get +1 from your armor. So that
Yeah,
ends
but
up
there's
with a
still
0.
Yeah.
So if you want
forehead.
so if you want a positive aura, you gotta have better armor.
Yeah.
Our rogue rolling up in fucking plate.
The most loud rogue known to humankind. Just like clanking all over the place.
Soon as we come into a good amount of gold, we'll try and get you some studded leather. How's
Yeah,
that
we'll
sound?
see. Yeah.
Well then, Lancy, I know what I need to do.
What do you need to do?
I want to find a square of some kind or some place that I'm allowed to go busking at.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Small Mire would probably be the best place for that.
Okay. Also, I want to go to the like fancy area too. The fancy area that I'm allowed to busk at.
So you can try at some of the fancier areas. The Tower district is often where like the higher members of society live, but like those streets are fairly heavily guarded compared to the rest of the city. So
Uh-huh.
if they consider you a disturbance, it will not be long before you're gone.
Okay, that's fine.
Small Mire would be another place that you could do it. There's a lot of open streets and air, like it's very open in Small Mire. It's there's a lot of people that just kind of hang around there. It's not really a place where people live. It's where they go to spend time during the day if they don't work.
Uh-huh.
That's about it. Those are the two places that you could think of to go for that.
I will find like a cafe street on Small Mile.
Okay.
In Small Mile, excuse me.
Are you gonna ask for where one's at, or are you gonna look for it?
Just look around, asking people if I need to, if I don't find it fast enough.
Investigation.
Investigation. Out of 5. 13. So 18.
Yeah, you find one relatively easily. There's like a street with a bunch of different like little restaurants and stuff where they have like some outdoor seating where people will eat meals.
Yeah. Any children playing?
There's some that are around. They're kind of rushing around in the between tables and stuff. Like it looks like their parents are eating, and this is a relatively safe place for their kids to just run around and they can get some peace.
Yeah. I'm gonna approach like if I could find like a small little group of them.
Mhm.
and kind of just kneel down next to them while they're doing their thing.
Hmm?
And kind of go, "Do you wish to see something?"
That sounds really suspicious.
Yep, indeed it
Really
does.
like it does.
One of the kids says, is it something cool?
It's very cool.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
She's gonna open her fan wide, lay it like about 3 inches off the ground, and in a quick flash, she's gonna once again use prestidigitation to create a top on the ground and have it like spinning essentially as it goes. Cool, right? Not really, huh?
Wow. It's spinning on its own.
Yeah. But listen, look at this. And I'll like close up my fan real quick, and very quickly the one on the ground will disappear, and 3 more will appear on top of the fan, all spinning in the same direction essentially as they go.
Whoa.
It's quite something, isn't it? And then in one like quick flash, those 3 disappear. And again, I'll open up the fan, and they're now gonna be spinning on like the 3 top portions of the fan.
Uh, uh, more children are like gathering around to watch as you do your tricks.
At that point, I'll start going into the more flashy things now that I have a base audience built up. So in that 1 second of them being there, instead I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion as I close my fan, and the tops are now gonna get caught on fire and essentially become these little will-o-wisp in the air that begin to spin.
Mm-hmm.
You wish to see something else now?
You get a bunch of like yas from the crowd of kids.
Okay. Uh, from then on, she'll start going into her normal busking routine of telling like little stories and like uh putting on little like plays by herself essentially.
Yeah.
Doing a little bit of singing when she can, when she has like a more adult audience watching her as well.
Mm-hmm.
All while intertwining magic, prestidigitation, minor illusion, firebolt when actually needed.
Mm-hmm.
Integrating this kind of like performative show for them.
All right. Will you roll performance for me with
Yeah.
advantage because you got all this flashiness?
Yeah. Believe it or not, I don't have proficiency in performance because I couldn't pick that up easily. 21.
So you do get a relatively large crowd watching you. Um, you do notice throughout your performance, there's a few like disappointed kids that are being like hauled off by their parents because it's like lunch is done, we're leaving. But they do like toss you a silver for keeping their kids distracted.
Mm-hmm.
And you know you have your whole performance go on, and a few people toss you tips for the
Yeah.
entertainment.
As I'm wrapping up, I would be like, be sure to visit Madame Crusoe's traveling theater troupe, traveling all around for Forovia at the moment. We welcome new audiences all the time. We hope to see you again soon.
And from your performance, you earned. I'm just gonna tell you the pieces, the amount of each piece that got tossed your way.
Hit me with that shit.
Um, so you got 5 gold pieces.
Ooh, fancy shit.
You got about 30 silver pieces, and you got 50 copper.
Amazing. Well, that would about covered what I needed. And I'll go off and I'll buy my extra food now.
All right.
I will go around and spend the gold I need for my 23 total ration. How much does like
Yeah.
one ration even weigh?
Da-da-da. Let's look in the DMG.
They weigh 1 pound each.
1 pound each.
No, 2 pounds each. Excuse me.
2. Okay. Cool. That's why I had such little weight. Okay. That's 11.5 gold. 4 gold, 5 silver. Cool.
During that time, Sigrid's also been shopping for her rations, which only needs 18 of them, which that's like 90 silver, I think? Or no, that's 9 gold.
How much are you needing? 18?
Yeah, I only needed 18 because I already have 5 from
Yeah.
stuff and equipment.
9 gold.
Yeah, okay,
Yep.
9 gold. So yeah, we'll just quickly do that transaction.
And that'll be we're out of food by the time we
Yeah.
get to the destination.
So that means I have 6 gold left. That's fine.
I have made money off this interaction. I am pleased. Lancy, quick question.
Yes.
Beastkin, do we have night vision?
Depends on the species.
I'm a fox. Do I have night vision?
Does it say you have night vision?
No. But that's more of a baseline question because I know Fauna said night vision.
Yeah,
as a
no, it's
spoiler.
it's not a thing that all of them have. You know how like each of you gets one specific ability that you get out of your race? You could have
Yeah.
picked night vision because you were a fox, but you didn't. So you
Got
know.
it. It's not included in my fox-like eyes.
Correct. I will say though, because your eyes are like hunting focused, you do have low light vision.
Ooh, fancy.
So low light vision is you don't see in the dark, but you see in dim light as though it were bright light.
Yeah. And dark light as if it were dim, correct? Or just one
No.
way?
Just
one way. Got it.
Yep. Yeah, low light vision you can see better in dim light, but you can't see in the dark.
That's fair.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do to wrap up session? We got 5 minutes left.
Nope, I'm good.
I don't
Same.
know if I gathered all the rations I needed, which is all I needed to do.
All right. All right. If you guys don't have anything else to do, we'll go ahead and wrap up there. That was session 1.
Woohoo.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
Hey, Lancy, do we level up?
No.
Fuck you.
Damn it.
But you know, you do want to know something?
What?
You all have 50 XP from killing your boars.
That's nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
yay.
Neat.
I'm good.
Levels will specifically be a mix of both. Like if you hit a super big check mark and I feel like you guys aren't high enough level, I'll checkpoint you guys a level, but otherwise it's experience based.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
My character sheet is so dry. I literally have like 5 abilities total.
Yeah, you have 5.
Yeah.
I have. Well, I technically have 4, but
I-
2 are from my class. One is my devilry, and one is my racial feature.
So on my sheet, I have my background, my devilry, 2 things from my class. One of them really isn't a thing. It just tells me I get spells,
Yeah,
and the other is my race.
I could have that on mine, but I don't because I.
Yeah. Then I have 1 ability for my class.
Okay. Level 1. Oh.
Also, it's funny because I am now in a party of manlets.
True.
What do you
Alright.
mean?
Yeah,
I'm
Kiryu is 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm 6'2" and I wear 4-inch platforms.
How much of that 6'2" is your ears, though?
Not any of it.
If you count her ears, she's an additional inch taller. Probably further than that. I don't know how big ears are.
Probably further than that because they're kind of pointy.
Yeah.
Fox ears are relatively tallish usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Did
be
you guys
kind of
have fun?
pointy. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right. Next session we should have Angeal. Unless he finds that the time slot isn't working for him, then I'll try to find someone else.
Yeah. Unless he's super
Okay.
sleepy.
Yeah. He did mention to me, he was like, by the time I realized I was tired, if I had taken a nap, I would have slept through session anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I literally after Anime Club I was like, "Hey chef, I need a nap."
Yeah.
I want to go fucking nap for like 3 hours.
See, I have this fun thing called insomnia.
Oh, I didn't sleep the night
Mm.
before. Is
See,
why.
I have to force myself to like be tired at night, and then I just have to be up all day. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that 3-hour nap was my sleep, but I like to call it a nap better because I don't sound like a terrible person then.
It could be worse. There was the
could be.
time in college where I went 7 days on 3 hours of sleep.
Oh, I've done that before. Where
There was a
you
time.
were like 15-minute, 5-minute naps every once in a while.
No. I woke up and me and my friend decided, what if we just stay awake for a week?
That's not good, bro.
That is
It's
not a
not.
good thing to try out.
Um 4 days in, I fell asleep for 3 hours. And then I went the next 3 days without any sleep.
So, the longest I've been
And now
without sleep.
now anytime I play Fallout 3, I get incredibly tired.
That's funny. I know the longest I've ever been up is 6 days, just straight. I just woke up one day and started playing games and was just like, I'm not tired. I'm gonna eat something. I'm still not tired. I'm gonna keep playing games. I'm still not
I think
tired.
mine was 4.
The best part about my 6 days though was no sleep during that at all. And then almost on the dime at the end of the 6th day, right where the 7th day would start, I literally
Yeah.
passed out and was asleep for like an entire day. My body gave out. I never felt tired the whole time. I just could not stay awake physically. Alright. Well, I'm gonna wrap up stream. I'll be right
You
back.
do that,
Okay.
ma'am. I'm gonna head out because I need to get dinner prepped.
Alright, see you,
Alright.
Floop.
Bye bye.
See ya.
We did it. We made it to the end of stream. You're all here. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to watch. This was fun. Had a lot of people here today, which it's exciting. I'm glad to see you guys here for D&D. We do this every Sunday, same time, same place. If you enjoyed that and would like to enjoy more of that, come here again next week. We'll still be here. And I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But for now, gonna give a special shout out to my patrons on Patreon. Thank you to Austin Davenport and Mighty, if you want your name mentioned at the end of streams, as well as some other rewards, you can go over to patreon.com/Lanzy. It's linked below. Pledge at any tier. I will say your name at the end of every stream. Lowest tier is $1 too. So for $1 a month, I will say your name every time I stream. If that's something you're interested in. But yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. We're going to raid my friend Shade. He's currently playing Space Engineers with his girlfriend and probably other people. And yeah. I hope you all had fun. I hope you guys enjoy Shade. And yeah. Campaign's gonna be real good. Window Goblin. I hope you enjoy it for the long run. And yeah. Hope you all enjoy Shade. He's a lot of fun. His girlfriend's fun. I enjoy them. I play games with them from time to time. You all have a good night. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.